The Story of Burnt Njal, Chapter 7. Unna separates from Hrut. Now the time for the thing was coming on. Unna spoke to Sigmund, Auser's son, and asked if he would ride to the thing with her. He said he could not ride if his kinsman Hrut set his face against it. "Well," says she, "I spoke to thee because I have better right to ask this from thee than from anyone else." He answered, "I will make a bargain with thee. Thou must promise to ride back west with me, and to have no underhand dealings against Hrut or myself." So she promised that, and then they rode to the thing. Her father Mord was at the thing, and was very glad to see her, and asked her to stay in his booth while the thing lasted, and she did so. "Now," said Mord, "what hast thou to tell me of thy mate Hrut?" Then she sung him a song, in which she praised Hrut's liberality, but said he was not master of himself. She herself was ashamed to speak out. Mord was silent for a short time, and then said, "Thou hast now that on thy mind I see, daughter, which thou dost not wish that any one should know save thyself, and thou wilt trust to me rather than any one else to help thee out of trouble." Then they went aside to talk, to a place where none could overhear what they said, and then Mord said to his daughter, "Now tell me all that is between you two, and don't make more of the matter than it is worth." "So it shall be," she answered, and sang 2 songs, in which she revealed the cause of their misunderstanding, and when Mord pressed her to speak out, she told him how she and Hrut could not live together, because he was spellbound, and that she wished to leave him. "Thou didst right to tell me all this," said Mord, "and now I will give thee a piece of advice, which will stand thee in good stead if thou canst carry it out to the letter. First of all, thou must ride home from the thing, and by that time thy husband will have come back, and will be glad to see thee. Thou must be blithe and buxom to him, and he will think a good change has come over thee, and thou must show no signs of coldness or ill temper. But when spring comes, thou must sham sickness, and take to thy bed. Hrut will not lose time in guessing what thy sickness can be, nor will he scold thee at all, but he will rather beg every one to take all the care they can of thee. After that he will set off west to the firths, and Sigmund with him, for he will have to fit all his goods home from the firths west, and he will be away till summer is far spent. But when men ride to the thing, and after all have ridden from the dales that mean to ride thither, then thou must rise from thy bed, and summon men to go along with thee to the thing. And when thou art all bound, thou shalt go to thy bed, and the men with thee who are to bear thee company, and thou shalt take witnesses before thy husband's bed, and declare thyself separated from him by such a lawful separation as may hold good according to the judgment of the great thing, and the laws of the land. And at the man's door, the main door of the house, thou shalt take the same witness. After that ride away, and ride over Loch's Riverdale Heath, and so on over Holtbeacon Heath, for they will look for thee by way of Hrutfirth. And so ride on till thou comest to me. Then I will see after the matter, but into his hands thou shalt never come more." Now she rides home from the thing, and Hrut had come back before her, and made her hearty welcome. She answered him kindly, and was blithe and forbearing towards him. So they lived happily together for that half year. But when spring came she fell sick, and kept her bed. Hrut set off west to the firths, and bade them tend her well before he went. Now, when the time for the thing comes, she busked herself to ride away, and did in every way as had been laid down for her. And then she rides away to the thing. The country folk looked for her, but could not find her. Mord made his daughter welcome, and asked her if she had followed his advice, and she says, "I have not broken one tittle of it." Then she went to the Hill of Laws, and declared herself separated from Hrut, and men thought this strange news. Unna went home with her father, and never went west from that day forth.